अस्सलामुअलैकुम परदेसी देसी फैमिली में खुश आमदेद। आज हमने ज्वाइन किया है एक पीसफुल रैली को जो दुनिया में जुल्म हो रहा है, स्पेशली जो कश्मीर और रोहिंग्या में हो रहे हैं या हो चुका है, इस पर आवाज़ उठाने के लिए और इसे याद करने के लिए। परदेसी देसी फैमिली की और वीडियो देखने के लिए हमें सब्सक्राइब करें। उम्मीद है कि आपको ये वीडियो भी पसंद आएगी। और चलें अब रैली के साथ चलते हैं।
Legislative, whatever it's called.
Stop genocide in Kashmir! Free Kashmir! Free Kashmir!
No, it's amusing me already.
Free Kashmir! Free Kashmir! Stop genocide in Kashmir!
No, it's all at the parliament now.
Free Kashmir! Stop genocide in Kashmir! Free Kashmir!
यहाँ पर डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स ने भी खिताब किया।
Kashmir! Kashmir! No more killing! Stop genocide in the Rohingyas! Stop genocide of Rohingyas! Stop genocide of Rohingyas! Stop genocide of Rohingyas! Stop genocide of Rohingyas!
Flood violence after successive waves of displacement. On this day, August 25th, 2 years ago, the latest exodus began after violence broke out in the Rakhine state of Myanmar. Entire villages were burned, women and girls raped, civilians attacked and killed. Since then, more than 742,000 Rohingya people, seen as illegal immigrants from Bangladesh, have been forced to flee to escape persecution. This has been labeled by the United Nations as the world's fastest growing refugee crisis. An urgent crisis has also emerged in the Himalayan region of Kashmir, which has been disputed over by China, India, and Pakistan for over 70 years. On August 5th of this year, India's government revoked Article 370, a clause in their constitution which gave Kashmir independence over all matters except foreign affairs, defense, and communications. Telephone networks and internet have been cut off. Public gatherings are banned. 2 local leaders have been put under house arrest, and more than thousands of troops occupy the region. More than 4,000 people have been detained. To speak further on these crises and remember the people of Rohingya, I would like to call upon Carol Brewer. She is the project manager on the Regina Region Local Immigration Project.
Hi everyone. First of all, I'd like to thanks for the introduction and thanks to the organization who actually organized this event. I'm speaking on behalf of the Regina Karen community, even if I'm Kareni. I want you to take a moment of silence and put yourself in this situation. Imagine you are in this dark, cold, isolated, depressing, and haunted room alone. You can feel lots of people outside of their room enjoying life. The room you are in is locked. You want to escape, of course, but the only way to get out of that room is to have someone outside of that room unlock it for you.
Happens all over the world, and is always first they spoke against it. So it's my humble request to the Prime Minister of Canada to please speak about it. Thank you all.
I'd now like to welcome Gord Barnes, who will be speaking on behalf of Amnesty International.
Thank you, and I'm pleased to be here on behalf of Amnesty International and stand with everybody who cares about human rights for the Rohingya people, for the Karen people in Burma and Myanmar, and for the human rights of people of Kashmir. I want to begin my comments by saying and acknowledging that we here are standing on Treaty 4 territory, the homeland of the Saulteaux, the Lakota, and also the homeland of the Métis people. With respect to the Rohingya people and the events 2 years ago now, I want to share that the senior staff person of the Canadian section of Amnesty International, Alex Neve, went to Bangladesh, to the refugee camps in February of 2019 and reported on that. The reports are available widely. Unfortunately, having said all the work that the United Nations has done, after a full 2 years, there has been no one held responsible for the atrocities that happened to the Rohingya people. No one. And yet, having said that, there's now significant pressure on the part of the Myanmar government and also Bangladesh to have refugees returned to Myanmar. And people do not want to do that. You do not feel acknowledgement of the right for people to return only when they absolutely feel safe to do that. I want to say that the Karen people who are here today have been through so much over the years, and the people who I've met as refugees from the Karen community and shared their stories, I want to say thank you for standing with us today. And finally, to the people who are here expressing concerns about what's going on in Kashmir, Amnesty International has, as has been noted, raised significant concerns of what's going on. There are really big problems about getting good information, and Amnesty International is working to do that. And I'm glad that people have been sharing what you know about what is happening there. Fundamentally, the people of Kashmir and the Rohingya people, the Karen people in Myanmar and Burma must be afforded fundamental human rights. And Amnesty International around the world will stand with you as we all call for those rights to be respected. Thank you.
I would now like to welcome Aisha Azam, President of Muslim Youth Network, Regina.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Aisha Azam, and I'm the president of MYN Regina. We are a non-profit Muslim youth group based in the city that meets weekly to discuss religion, current news, and to provide a supportive community for all the girls who attend. I would like to start off just by acknowledging every single person who made the decision to come out today. By stepping out and joining us in this protest against terrorism and oppression, you are giving a voice to those who don't have one. As you're all aware, there's a serious humanitarian crisis in Jammu and Kashmir, a valley on the border of India and Pakistan. This began when Modi, the Prime Minister of India, revoked Article 370, an article that gave Jammu and Kashmir their autonomy. As we speak, 900,000 Indian military troops are occupying the area, and the region is on a media blackout, meaning that they have no way to contact the rest of the world. Along with this serious issue, the Rohingya people of Myanmar are facing ongoing persecution and a human rights catastrophe. More than 73,000 Rohingya refugees have fled to nearby Bangladesh due to their ethnic cleansing in Myanmar. This is a crisis that has been going on since 2017, 2 years too many. As Canadians, it is our duty to stand against violence and put an end to the discrimination and inhumane treatment of this innocent group. As Canadians, it is our responsibility to urge our government to stand against and condemn not only these human rights crises, but all other human rights violations that are occurring around the world. We pride ourselves on being peacekeepers, and so when issues like this arise, we should be the first to put a stand against it. Again, I thank everyone who has come out today, for it is in unison that we can truly have an impact. Two voices are always better than one, and today we can really see this. And with that, let us show the rest of the world who Canada is and stand against terrorism, violence, and oppression. Let us stand with our brothers and sisters across the sea and give a voice to those who are unable to give a voice for themselves.
The clearance operations against the militants ended on September 5th of 2017, and as we all know, it went on much longer than that. So again, bringing the topic back to the mass exodus, Rohingya people risking death by sea and or foot, nearly over 700,000 have fled that destruction of their homes and persecution in that northern Rakhine province of Myanmar for neighboring Bangladesh and other areas since August 2017. This large number of displaced people, of course, have spurred that refugee crisis that was spoken of. So we, your local immigration partnership, stands with you in a peaceful protest and to assist in raising awareness of the Rohingya Muslim refugee crisis. And I would personally like to thank the ICNA Sisters of Regina, the Rohingya Human Rights Network, the Caring Community of Regina, and Amnesty International Regina for organizing this important event. Thank you very much.
To oversee the situation in Kashmir, end of military siege, and finally, the right of self-determination for people of Kashmir and Rohingya to decide their own destiny. I would like to end by clarifying this is not a political matter. This is a matter of basic human rights of people.
Society of Regina, Amnesty International, Human Rights Network Rohingya, Regina Region Local Immigration Partnership Project, Saskatchewan Council of International Cooperation, and the Karen Community of Regina. ICNA Sisters Regina is a non-profit organization dedicated to personal excellence in
जुल्म के ख़िलाफ़ आवाज़ ना उठाना भी एक जुल्म है, और जो लोग बेहिसी से मज़लूमों पर जालिम का जुल्म होता देखते रहते हैं, वो किसी तौर पर भी इन्हीं जालिमों के साथ होते हैं, क्योंकि जालिम को ये समझ आ जाती है he can do what he wants because no one bothers to stop him. कनाडा के इस छोटे से शहर के लोगों ने भरपूर तरीके से जालिम के ख़िलाफ़ आवाज़ उठाई और मज़लूमों के साथ खड़ा रहने का सबूत दिया, बल्कि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ कनाडा को भी लेटर्स भेजे ताकि वो भी इस ह्यूमन राइट वायलेशन के अगेंस्ट कदम उठाएं।
Education and medicine. I for Kashmir. Education and medicine. Education and medicine. Stop genocide in Kashmir! Stop genocide in Kashmir! Stop genocide in Kashmir! Stop genocide in Kashmir! Stop genocide in
video and personal life.